I'm just telling you, I'm sorry again. And
her attitude would not even let me, like, how did you know I saved you?
have you even AJ asked that question? The one I chose, I say you was correct because
Tessy on the mattress. My Tessy on the mattress. My Tessy on the mattress.
Subscribe for your girl, or because
It's after eviction few minutes ago and the house is already in chaos. Everybody's pondering over what just happened. Hello, welcome to From Pmxtra. Thank you so much for clicking that one or too much. AJ want to find out, Delkki, you got any personal beef with Darling? She says no. Then she's like, oh, you like a man? She says, oh, Jason is a fine gentleman. We are not enemies, we vibe. But that is all. After all, I was with him and he chose her and I need to respect his decision. We good. She's like, then how come you're always on the neck of Darling? She's like, no, AJ, it is not so. Last Thursday was when we had our little banter because I kind of felt that something that was given to her, she was supposed to say thank you. She just kind of passed it over and was returning. So this is where I'm like, I said something I don't remember. I said bush and I apologized for it. AJ is like, so you don't think you said it? She's like, AJ, I can't actually remember, but I'm kind of thinking, why didn't she say thank you? I was even pulling her over like for a hug or something and she was not having it. I'm like, what did I do to this girl? Now you have girl also saying that she put out that attitude because girl told her she's bush. And she said, didn't I apologize? She's like, okay, so you apologize, but you still said it. Then AJ is like officially apologized to her. So she went like, okay, darling, if you think I said you are bush, I'm sorry for that. She's like, what did you just say? AJ, I don't want to forgive her or whatever. How she's even approaching this whole thing, I'm not having it. And the two are now in the house and they are engaging in a convo. This is where you have Delkki saying that, oh, baby girl, I'm so sorry for whatever that happened. I got no grudge with you. You know, I'm a fun person in this house. I might have been misunderstood. Girl is like, we're good. But why did you tell AJ that you don't think I'll be the person to save you to stay? She's like, because a lot had happened and me staying by votes, I didn't know. She's like, oh, okay, are we good? Then they hacked it out.
She's the reason the guy's evicted. They display that on live TV. No, they normalize like abuse and
Eviction is finally over in Big Mama's house minutes ago, and you have AJ presenting a flower officially to the baby girl Delkki, saying that now that Brymo is no more, Big Mama will be bringing a new housemate for her. She's like, hey, me, I dey pray say this person too will not come and be saying that I'm being rashy on him, and they all laughed. Now, girl is back in the house, and you have conversations going on between herself and baby girl Tessy. I'll come back to that convo. In the meantime, right in the HOH room, you have baby boy Martin in a convo with baby boy Droid. Here he is saying that boy got evicted Brymo because of Delkki, because Delkki is normalizing sexuality, and it is because of their upbringing. If not, why would somebody be saying he want to do something to somebody? You're a lady and the person is your friend, and you're not putting it to his face that he did not do well, and you kind of laughing. You have baby boy Joy saying that it is not that black and white all the time. Is that then what is it? Then he said maybe he got into her and so finding it difficult to tell him that this is not. You are like, don't. He's like, don't say. Do you mean it? Did she got into him? I don't think so. So right about now, you could also hear Delkki's voice in the lower if you listen to the video. Or she said, why is her sister making a fuss about this? Because she's thinking, okay, the person that you just told them you were uncomfortable around him and you didn't want to be around him, he's been evicted. So move on with your life with your partner. But now you want to come to the house and come look for me because you saw a video where I was laughing. I wasn't laughing because the person has said that to you. I was laughing because I told the person that, hey, they got a lot to say about you and Big Mama will be playing it, and it is because you go hard. So according to her, it was a convo more of her and Brymo vibing and talking about normal things rather than she laughing because Brymo says she wanna do Tessy.
He's been doing. She's sort of normalizing it.
Fucking me or something. That was when Rosie even said, hey, it's like you're on hair. The last time
when you say he's jovial, right? It's like you're normalizing these sexual talks. Don't normalize. It's like saying he's a madman, he can shoot people. So let's. No, you and
it's not like it's not. You know, don't forget.
Delkki approached Tessy right after eviction Girl wanna find out. Girl, we are friends. So if my partner is saying certain things to you and you are harassed and very uncomfortable around him, why didn't you tell me? She said, I didn't feel the need to. Didn't you know that day you were sitting on that bed? And she said, I didn't hear. I remember stepping down and asking you and you said nothing. So if that moment you really had certain reaction towards what you heard, you should have told me. She said, why will I tell you? I even just watched the video where you were having fun with him wearing that pink in this same kitchen. She said, I wasn't having fun because he said he was going to do something. I was telling him he talks a lot to get him into trouble. And I was talking about him being hard. That was more of what I wanted to say. He was just making jokes. She's like, there you go again. If you are thinking it was jokes, then what was the need in me telling you? She's like, this is different. I'm telling you the general him, but if you had told me, my sister, by then you have Martin also on her and you have Droid also on her. Droid is like, you don't joke about these things. And he's like, this is my partner who is talking to me about certain things. It is different from the issue that is going on. Then you have Martin saying that even if you are partners, it is not cool to be talking about somebody's Drake is up. You have Delkki saying, are you serious? So you think when he first came and he was telling me that, oh, my destiny is hard, he shouldn't have told me about it. Right about that time, you have Martin saying that you carry his jokes without feeling offended. But it is not everybody who can carry his jokes and will be all right. What I want to say is you are the last person who should be normalizing things like that because you are a lady. And you have her saying that what is there to normalize? That the back and forth, Martin was not having it. She was also not having it. One thing is Delkki is a slow talker. Tessy is not a slow talker, but Tessy has high pitch, but she barely said a lot. And you also have Martin, who really, I'm kind of thinking Martin might have subtly, like so something underlined, be a little beef, be with Brymo. Like he will be talking, will be like that guy kind of thing. But the short of the matter is, from this whole convo, if I'm to present it to you, they want Delkki to know that don't normalize this thing and take it as a joke. There is an extent to jokes and he shouldn't have. Maybe his upbringing is encouraging him. It is not funny in today's society. And Delkki as a woman shouldn't be encouraging that, especially she being a friend to Tessy. This is where Delkki is also like, I'm a friend to Tessy. I didn't know what she was going through. And if she also did not tell me, if it was myself, I would tell her, then don't act like I knew. And she is also like, oh, I knew you didn't know much, but I also heard things you were saying, and it was so obvious that I did not need to tell you. So the back and forth, the short of the matter is Delkki won't cry. Charlie.
Like, she said
It's
something,
like
I'm
more
like,
than
you guys see you as my sister. You didn't even come to tell me.
don't try to speak this on here.
Martin explains why he used the word kids. He said it was not necessarily, he was not targeting the JJDs. He kind of saw it coming because of the way Brymo was doing things. So he was trying to protect Brymo and even protect the Brotherhood so that he does not carry his perceptions on them. And Drill is like, oh, bro, let's even forget about that one. I think it is Brymo, and he was also part of us, and he should have had a chance to be here. But it is what it is. He's wishing him the best. He's like, bro, it is not just you. I wish him the best too. And I'm thinking it is his upbringing, bringing all these things up. He sees jokes in some of these things, and it is not funny. You have Drill calmly saying that everybody makes mistakes, you know, and sometimes themselves, the JJDs, he says certain things, and they even tell him, bro. Then he smiles it off. More like somebody speaking faster than the mind, that sort of thing. So fast forward, you have Drill explaining why the JJDs voted for him, saying that we had thought about it, that if we should go by the book and what he has said to a woman, it will mean he getting 0 scores. And how can somebody who you've been with, a human being bound to make mistakes, and a human being who might have had genuine sense of presence but has ways of not using proper words. So when they thought about that, they are like, no, he cannot go home with 0, so let's do this for him. So that was their mind for not getting him 0. Drill said, if I was to go home with 0 in his place, I'll be going home to cry. So it was the honorable thing they thought of doing for him as a brother that they got to know in his stay in Big Mama's house. Right about now, you have Big Mama also releasing the chat. Yes. So a few hours after the show, the eviction just ended, this is the chat for you, how your favorites are doing on the show, how we all voted.
And I'm like,
He didn't. He got angry at me.
Yeah, I've given him signals a lot of times not to do some stuff, but he doesn't.
That's why you're saying it's all about bringing.
So maybe now he might now reflect on whatever has happened and he might change because we are human beings.
Of course.
That disrespected us. I'm not saying we should do anything against him, but bro, at least your space.
I feel like, oh, when you asked me, we didn't know what to say. You see, that
didn't really make sense to me. Trust me.
I don't have a problem. We just relate to Tam, even after the disrespect.
Yeah.
The JJD some matters that happened. The first one I got into do with Martin. You have J. Chris starting and being like, Bruce, do we even talk about Martin in this house? Do we? We've been busy doing our thing and he's calling us kids and he thinks we've been dragging them. Do we drag people here? These people are rather acting like kids and we see it all this while, but we just demand on our business and see them where they go change the perception we even have of them and they won't carry it on us. You have him saying that make we do him. You have Drill saying like how? He's like how? Maybe give him cold shoulder. You have them say no, that one it will backfire. He's like, okay, then no cold shoulder. But he's disrespected us. Make we maybe not talk to him. Then they are like, not talk to him as in talk to him. So maybe a few minutes, hours or something, like let him know that we did not like it. Rather than moving on and creating impression we like it, we should react to the action he has taken on us. They are like, bro, we are not forgetting, but we will just leave it there. He's like, oh, Jason, would you forgive your woman easily? After she disrespecting you countless times, you knew it, but you kept quiet. The mommy comes in. Then now, no, you were waiting for him to kind of act like, oh, I said this, I'm sorry. But no, she's not saying anything. And you rather want to act like everything's okay. You have the two guys, that Drill and Jason, being like, hey, bro, what are babes that different now? Something they be you. It's like, oh, yeah, sure. Anyway, but bro, we're not going to do anything. They are like, we're not going to do anything. He's like, okay. Any better plan? They are like, yeah, the plan's there, but Jason is like, one thing is once he's not their friend, they wanted to slide and continue where they left off, and they all agreed. Next thing is Drill also bringing the next topic, like how come Martin is complaining that they are kids, but after Brymo left, the next person that he want to talk to happens to be Jason. Is Jason now mature, or they are all still kids? Children, and they don't know they are left from their right. So that one, you have Jason saying that me, I they see all the things where they go on. I just they play fool and I won't keep quiet about it. We finish with whatever we do, we come out our way. We are not dumb. The TV will not even see more than we see. You have Jay saying that, you remember that time? Then he distract them a hand, then they are like, yes, so they are like, okay, let us slide.
I'm not saying avoid.
So what do you want us to do?
Space.
That is not child age range.
Say said kids.
He said, is that child?
They're children.
Wow.
Children.
Let's say the son of count.
This guy, we even think about them before.
The JJDs finally put this to an end, and you have Drill saying that he will not forget whatever that he had, but he want to move on. Jason said Martin's explanation did not make sense, but they were not given the chance to talk. You have JJ saying, you remember that. Anyway, if you people are saying we shouldn't do anything, I hear. And they rounded it up. They had more conversations. It will be in my next upload. And a lot happened. It will be in my next upload. Thank you so much for watching. Please do subscribe, like, and share.